Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the
Well, my
Tarot
hand looks kind of
Oracle
weird.
Show.
That I changed the setting on the camera and it's making my hand kind of weird. That looked kind of unusual, but okay. Is that something on the camera side? Let me see. I need to do something here. Sarah, thank you for your donation. Star Bright, thank you for your donation. Yeah, I think it is. It is the lighting and saturation. All right, let's do the lighting and saturation. Okay, I reset it and my hand looks more normal. That's a good thing. That's all I really wanted in life was a normal looking hand. And yeah, as long as the hand looks sort of normal, I think we're better. There we go. Now you can see the cable for the mouse. Need to move that away. Andrew, welcome to the stream. Zimmy, what's going on? Linda, welcome. Joan, welcome. Effie, got Carla. And I think that's it. Maybe. Shaquille, Strength, AG. What's going on? Good to see you. All right, let's see. It does look weird better. Okay, yeah, it's too saturated. But now it's not as saturated. So life goes on. Sarah, let's do your reading. Strength, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. Sarah has a question. I assume the question's somewhere in chat. Anything I need to know about R? He constantly is on my mind. I'm going Naners. You may need some Lexapro. No, entertainment purposes only. Anyway, CJ, welcome to the stream. Bartman, welcome to the stream as well. All right, let's see. Let's see what is going on with that. Let's go for the camera. There we go. Go for the, there we go. Go for right about there. Like that. I think that looks good for my tarot tower. It's been a minute since we have used this one. Oh my God, it's been so long. I've missed it. I've missed you, Mr. Tarot Deck, or Mrs. Tarot Deck, or whatever tarot deck. I mean, you know, I've missed you. Oh, we got a jumper. We got a jumper, and a jumper flipped too. The jumper flipped. It's going wild tonight. It is unexpected, and you never know what you're going to get on the TO show. We got a flipped jumper. What? Flipped? Ooh, the Ten of Wands. That's interesting indeed. Okay. You know, they're on your mind a little too much. Laura, thank you for your donation. Let's zoom in a little bit. Get that. There we go. They're on your mind maybe a little too much. I'm not going to lie, maybe a little too much there on your mind. We got the Ten of Wands over here, kind of on the side, right? YouTube user, thank you for your donation. Are you high on ketones tonight? No, see, I'm doing keto, but I'm doing a little bit of extra carbs so I don't get the keto flu. So I'm just basically, I'm eliminating most of the stuff but I'm keeping carbs about like 50, I guess, about 50. Anyway, all right, so I'm not high on the ketones quite yet. Ten of Wands, a little too much. Queen of Swords, Two of Swords, Six of Pentacles. Now, don't go bananas. That's the first thing. Going naners over somebody never works out for anybody. Ten of Wands says, get them off your mind. A little meditation, a little calming tea, something that you need with that Ten of Wands to just sort of relax it a little bit, ease it up, get it to where it's not as tight, not as too much. Queen of Swords says this is somebody who really doesn't, I mean, as far as R goes, they are a Two of Swords. They're a lifetime sort of away from you. They do have a lot of different things about them that you don't know yet. They look sort of interesting. They look, you know, it's one of those where it looks interesting from afar, but as you get closer, it looks kind of messed up. I mean, a little bit as you get closer. So I think as you sort of get more close to R, as you sort of progress through this thing, it is going to be one where you're going to be like, you know, that's not exactly what I wanted at the last time. But yeah, Two of Swords, I wouldn't approach this, you know, too enthusiastically. I think they're kind of cool, sure. Six of Pentacles says give them some attention. I think they can come give you some attention as well. But this is a pretty good mixture. But as you progress through the R, you kind of not as excited, not as enthusiastic as you were in the beginning, right? The Queen of Swords sort of presenting it to you, like, not, don't get too excited. I mean, it's okay, but don't get too excited. Six of Pentacles, I think this is somebody worth giving some time and attention to, but just keep them at a distance per se. Not literally a distance, but you know what I mean? This is one of those where my 10% rule. Okay, here's TO's 10% rule. You need this. You need to know 10% rule. In general, if you're seeing somebody, if you're looking at somebody, woo-woo, thank you for your donation, they could consume about 10% of your total thought processes. If they consume more than 10%, then something's wrong. Unless they're like living with you or something. Hello, B, thank you for your donation. So let them consume about 10%. The other 90% should be your life. And then they're going to have this little 10% section over here and isolate them out like that and balances it out. You know what I mean? Balances it out a little bit. Anyway, all right. Next good thing headed my way. A reading from me is the next good thing. Oceani Champ, thank you for your donation. Let's go. 4. Oh, man, we can do this early. We're going to do this deck of cards early. In the old days, I used to take out the deck and show you the deck. I need to start that again. Some days, it's a jumper day. Every card is a jumper. Every card seems to be a bit of a jumper tonight. Okay, I mean, let's do this, Star Bright. Next good thing, the 8. Ooh, I like an 8 for the next good thing. It's almost like you don't have to chase it. It's coming in. And that's the good thing about the good thing. That's the quality. That's the nice, high quality aspect of having something come to you is I don't have to go chase it. Because a lot of times I don't want to chase it. I don't have time to chase it. And it's a little bit too much energy to be chasing things in the grand scheme of life. So the 8 says the next good thing is coming your way via, not having to do anything, coming your way via delivery. So you do have an 8 of Wands. I like the 8 of Wands. This is something to embrace. You're looking for something good. Tarot at the end of the rainbow is giving you something that is willing to be embraceable, something that we can grasp, something that we can get a hold of and have a good time with it. This is something as far as money. And that's what I think. Money is very nice. Money headed your way, headed your general direction. I kind of like this aspect of the cash. This aspect of the fat cash, quite possibly, is headed there. Now, the 9 is unexpected money. So that's kind of what you're looking for. So being delivered, unexpected money, in a way that's kind of a little bit too unexpected. Or maybe in a way that has a cost associated with it. A lot of times we have an opportunity with money, but it has a cost associated with it. And we're going to have to sort of, be a little bit of a disappointment as far as that goes. So not exactly free. It could be a project. It could be an incentive. It could be some limited time thing that you need to take on or need to tackle. But you do have, I think, an opportunity for a little fat cash on the way. And everybody likes a little fat cash. Star Bright, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Everybody likes a little bit of that fat cash. Spirit is definitely talkative tonight. I mean, the cards are just jumping all over the place. They are not hesitating or waiting or anything like that. Strength, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Strength. And by the way, since you are the Leo card, since you are here for, I haven't seen you before. I don't think I've seen you. Maybe I've seen you before. Maybe I don't remember it. There's a possibility to do. Fem, thank you for your donation. But if you're new here, please hit that like and sub button. It lets people know that you like me. It lets YouTube know that I don't suck. Linda, thank you for your donation. And the more YouTube thinks I don't suck, the better off this channel is what I'm saying. Better off it is because tomorrow, my friends, I have 5 new tarot decks in the queue. Waiting for unboxing, review, 5 new decks. And I have a solid hour of iPad tutorials for you. iPad tutorials on how to make your own tarot card, how to do some of the interesting things you see in other people's tarot card. I'm going to spell it all out for you. for free. This is a little preview of my Create Your Tarot deck on the Patreon channel, which is over here. And you could get to see that tomorrow. And then we have the 5 new decks coming in. We got the, we got an Impressionist Tarot. We have, not the Baroque Tarot, some other tarot that I got. So many tarots. Anyway, you'll get to see those soon. And I have a new tarot deck from India that just arrived. We're going to do those as well. So it's pretty exciting. All right. Back to the Leo. Strength 555. I guess better than 666, I guess. Love reading for the rest of the month. Happy home, happy family. You do have the 10 of 1. A double 10 is interesting. That is interesting indeed. It's like a love renewed. Love renewed. Okay, here you go. Here you go. The Key Tarot. Yeah, I finally got the Key Tarot. Took a year, but I got the Key Tarot. I think that you have an opportunity in love that you had before or that you've seen before. It's almost like that you have an opportunity coming up in love. For the rest of the month, you have an opportunity coming up in love that is something that needs to be completed, something that needs to be finished. Almost like a karmic connection, per se, right? The karma is coming through, the karmic connection. The reason I say that is because you have a couple of 10s, and interesting enough, you do have sort of the end of the rainbow, the pursuit of it, sort of a conclusion. So you have a double conclusion card and just sort of chasing and finally finding what you need. This is an interesting combo. What you need is the result of a karmic connection. It is something that has been there before, maybe in a previous life, maybe a past person in this life, but it's a karmic connection that needs to be closed. What I mean by that, somebody that we've connected with maybe before, and we've had some difficulty with them. Right? We didn't get everything that we needed from this person. We didn't get a closed connection from them. It seems like things are still open. Things are still pending. We're still kind of thinking of them, still kind of pursuing, still kind of have something stuck out there that needs to be taken care of. And we just haven't done it. And I think that's the key here. We just haven't done it yet. And I think you're going to get the opportunity for this within the next couple of months. I know you said the rest of the month, but I'm extending it a little bit. Within the next couple of months, we have this karmic connection that needs to be pursued, needs to be connected with, and overall you get that extra bonus objective, like in a video game, a little extra bonus objective that you can go and find out. Laura wants to, when my husband travels to Cambodia this year, we encounter any problems? Well, entertainment purposes only. I mean, this entertainment purposes only. We're not saying they have any problems, but if we see something, it is an entertainment reading, not a potential problem. We don't want to like panic you or something like that. Like, oh my God, he don't come back. We don't do that. We don't do that. That's not here. Anyway, Cambodia, we are headed there, and we are going to try it with the Tarot of Oppositions. You like this one. Everybody likes this one. YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. You love my tarot education videos. Wayne, thank you very much. By the way, the Complete Tarot Course Part 1 is approaching 1 million views. 1 million views. That's a lot. That's a lot. I was like, oh my, that's a lot of views. I have to say now, 1 million views. That is quite a few, but we're approaching 1 million views. Now, I know in modern 2022 terms, the Backstreet Boys video has 1 billion views. So 1 million views is nothing. But for me, I was pretty excited. For just little old me, I was pretty excited. I don't have a Backstreet Boys billion views, but I was kind of excited about it, but okay, anyway. Okay, with the husband headed over, we're going to have any problems. 9 of Swords, there's something intuitively that you're thinking is something's going to go wrong. Intuitively, you're thinking something's going to go wrong. The Nine of Swords is a concern, is a worry card. It feels like that there's something out there. It's making me a little bit concerned. Something intuitively, I know that something is out there indeed. Ace of Cups being reversed is interesting. Seven of Swords being at the end. This is something where it's almost like you get a communication about the trip either right before the trip or while the trip is happening. Like something changed a little bit, something is being tweaked, maybe the plans are changing, maybe things are adjusting or something, but it's very last minute. Very last minute. I think that's interesting. Seven of Swords, right? Something's there. Ace of Cups. We're reaching out, making a connection, and sort of the sky and land combo. It's like as we're taking off or as the trip is progressing or something like that. As the trip is going through, right? We're going from night to day. And we're going through that. Basically, everything is okay. I don't think that anything drastic happens. Seven of Swords says we arrive there okay. We're able to take the trip. There's nothing going to be bad, but there's some planned changes. And we get a communication about that. And I think that is what you're thinking intuitively. I think that's what you're picking up on is this potential of a planned change. Nothing drastic, but it is something that needs to be noted. It is something that sort of comes up. You're like, whoa. That's a plan change. What he was talking about, plan change, that is it. Knight of Cups says nothing to be worried about, nothing to be concerned about. But overall, it is non-problematic with some last-minute changes. Last-minute changes is going to be important because it does affect where we stay or what we're doing or something like that. It almost feels like that you need to communicate soon with them, and all of a sudden you find out the plan changes. Overall, it looks okay. Nothing drastic, but you do have a couple of last-minute changes. It's almost like where we're staying. I just keep getting where we're staying. Seems to be that kind of thing. Anyway, YouTube user wants to know something. Well, I don't know what they want to know, but I got it in chat. Moon Honey, what's going on? Good. It sent in a long message. I typed half an hour. I told him about Jojo. I don't know who Jojo is. Is Jojo somebody new? This is my first introduction to Jojo. Obviously, no response. He's like, wait a minute. What's going on with Jojo? What's next for me and him? I'm done with this buffoon. I can't handle him anymore. I've moved on to Jojo. Okay. I don't know. Let's see. Jojo is a new name. I've never heard of Jojo before, and I've done a lot of your readings, I have to say. So is Jojo somebody new? Is what I want to know. Is Jojo the new squeeze over there? Sarah, thank you for your donation. Is Jojo the new squeeze? All right. We sent a long message. Long message. We need to find out. She's his new plaything. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. All right. I know about Jojo. All right. So N is humping Jojo. I get it now. So, okay. So you found out about his new hump partner. And you're like, hey, what's going on here? And you sent a message and you typed a long time about it. Noel, thank you for your donation. Or thank you for, I'm trying to get the story straight. Noel, thank you for hanging out with us. Carla, thank you for hanging out with us. All right, have a question, please. Okay. Now, you found out about the new squeeze. And I'm just saying, you thought this was something going to be there. You thought they were always going to be there, and all of a sudden, All right. The devil's a good card right now. This is the card you need. You knew that was coming in. I saw that a year ago. Jojo, we know about the new squeeze. Nine of Wands, not a wounded warrior, but just a cheater. Not a wounded warrior, but somebody who is sort of, they were all excited about you. They were having a conversation about you, with you. All of a sudden, they got a new squeeze. And that Two of Cups, screw Jojo. You know what? I mean, Jojo's wedging in here. Jojo's getting in on your action. This is why they haven't contacted you. This is why they've been a little light on that communication. Communication. What's next? What's next out of all of this? JoJo's not the magician. This is a time for you to use this to get yourself a new squeeze. You don't need the sloppy seconds of N over there. N's got all sorts of stuff going on over there. You don't want all those seconds. You want the magician. You want to get your life in order. You want to get somebody else that's going to be special for you, and just to let that slide. To let that slide, because screw JoJo's. Just let it slide. Get your own new squeeze. It's time for a refresh. It's time for somebody new, somebody exciting, somebody that can make you happy instead of somebody that cheats on you and makes you miserable. BF seems distant. Is he falling out of love? Woo woo. No, well, woo woo. I can't imagine anybody falling out of love with you, quite frankly. That's not even something in my farthest imagination. That's not something I can see. Woo woo. If somebody falls in love with you, it's for a lifetime because you're woo woo. You're the most special one ever. All right, let's see. Let's find out if we're falling out of love with woo. That's just embarrassing. That shouldn't be there. That shouldn't even be a question. YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. All right, is in moving in with JoJo. You're so mad. Man, there's some drama. There's some drama up in there, right? The universe has something better for you. Damn Skippy. All right. BF seems distant. Is he falling out of love? Let's find out if they're falling out of love. 3 of Wands, yeah, pretty much. Temperance, yeah, pretty much. 5 of Pentacles, yeah, pretty much. They are falling out of love a little bit. They are. They feel like, okay, it seems like everything is turned into more of an expectation and something heavy, something that's a little too serious, something that's a little too expected right now, rather than something fresh, something vibrant, something fun and entertaining, something that feels magical. It feels like that's gone. So yeah, they are a little distant. The 3 of Wands, they're looking outside. They're looking outside. They may be looking to their own JoJo. I'm just saying, the 3 of Wands are looking elsewhere, into the distance, looking into that. And I don't think that's any good. I don't think that's any good at all. You're looking at little Temperance card, right? We're there. We're kind of solemn. We're not excited about everything anymore. We're a little bit on the heavy side at this point. And the 5 of Pentacles, it feels like that door has been shut and we're being dragged away from it. Some of the opportunities, some of the things that we expected out of this relationship just hasn't manifested. We're not 100% happy with everything. And we're just kind of in that mode of, yeah, we're falling out of love a little bit. So that is a thumbs up for falling out of love. Falling out of love. Hopefully they don't meet their own JoJo or something like that, right? Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for another JoJo. Hello, B. Am I an empath? It seems I have been feeling my BF's cancer pain for the past 1.5 years. All my tests are fine. Hello, B. Oh my. You're getting cancer? You're getting ghost cancer. You're getting ghost cancer. Let's find out. But if I'm getting ghost cancer, what deck would I use for ghost cancer? That is a good question. What's kind of an empath deck? Kind of a surreal type deck? Ooh, I got a surreal tarot over here. Tarot of the Surreal. This is the one. This is the magic spot. Oh my God, for like 45 people a minute ago. Thank you, everybody watching me. I appreciate that. I'm excited about everybody being here. Thank you for hanging out. It's Tuesday, and we're having a ton of fun over here. As always, this is a place to hang out if you like a lot of energy in your tarot reads, right? You know, I don't light any candles. I don't have any crystals. I just throw down cards and have fun. Tons of energy. It's the way it goes. I'm kind of one of those that has too much energy. But it's because I like tarot. I mean, look, I got 200 decks. Okay, let me fess up. I got 200 decks. I got 5 new decks sitting on the table waiting to be unboxed. And I am like excited about every damn one of them. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm like thrilled about every one of them. Okay. All right. Now, I'm just saying, if you're new here, you're like, what is he doing? That's what's happening. Okay. I love tarot. When I read tarot, I get all excited. Am I an empath? I got ghost cancer. Temperance, Tower, Magician. That is very interesting that we got three majors. Maruda, welcome. Boo Boo, welcome. We got three majors warming up the read. That is interesting indeed. This is something where you have some power, some ability that's coming forward, coming out of you, kind of, right? Knight of Cups as well. This is something that is emotional for you too. I think that you are emotional about other people's stuff. If somebody's important to you, right? You're picking up on pain. You're picking up on emotions. You're picking up on that and you're feeling it deep inside of you. I think you've had this all your life, quite frankly. I think this is something that you've done before. This is not new for you at all. This is something that you've done before. EJ, thank you for your donation over PayPal. I appreciate you. Now, temperance. That is the pouring of the water across, right? Normally, the pouring of the water across the realm, across the area, right? You are looking at that. But the temperance in here is journeying into something larger. I think this is something that's so big, so weighty, so heavy that it has to affect you. This is something that you can't really shake, and that's sort of in that mode, right? It is big. It is something that does make a big impact on a lot of people, and you especially, because you pick up on emotions. The Tower, it is a dramatic change in this person's life. It's a dramatic change in your life. Everybody around somebody that's sick has a dramatic change. It doesn't matter, right? If you know them, if you're part of their life, it will affect you. And that's what it's doing, that Tower moment. It feels like things are structurally collapsing and you're feeling the after effects of that. Magician talks about your ability, like I said, I think again, that you've had all your life. The Magician is that power, is that fluctuation. It's something that's important to you. And if somebody is important to you, you feel things from them. Something this big, this powerful, this structurally large. Because this big of a structure coming down makes more of an impact than something that's a little bit smaller. So the big structure coming down, it feels like very weighty, very heavy. Magician talks about your power, your ability, right? To ability to see into other people's emotions, ability to do that connection. Now, the Knight of Cups says, again, it is emotional, but you're able to move with it. In other words, you can relax a little bit. You can disconnect from it. You can sort of tell the universe that you're okay, and it's okay to be separated from this physically without being separated from it mentally. Does that make sense? You can be separated from it physically and not feel the pain and still be emotionally connected. I think you need to make that determination. You need to make that differentiation, and that will make a lot of difference. So sort of tell your body, tell your feelings, and you're going to be able to be a little bit better and not be in that. Overall, I think what you're saying, that is going to be it. High Priestess Tarot, welcome to stream. Thank you for your future donation. Oceanic Chap, how will work go Thursday and the springtime? My friend, springtime is coming, and the number of board games that I am excited about in spring is unparalleled. There's so many board games out there that I want. I'm just saying, so many board games out there that I want. Now, I just got permission from the other person in my life to just buy as many board games as I want, okay? Because they were like, hey, I mean, oh my God, Jade's here. Jade, oh my God, Jade, Jade hasn't been here in like months. Jade, it is very good to see you. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight, Jade. We have a special guest appearance. Jade, thank you for hanging out with us. I appreciate you. All right. LV, thank you for your donation over PayPal as well. I appreciate that. Man, it's Talk Sessions. What's going on? Good to see you. All right. Now, work Thursday in springtime. So the person that was kind of like, anyway, so I got full permission to do anything that I want with my board games. So that's good because they take up a lot of space and I don't have to worry about it anymore. All right. How will work go Thursday in the springtime? Page of Cups. Okay. 2 with the High Priestess. High Priestess is kind of interesting. You do have an information dump coming to you during the springtime. Bottom line. In other words, you have some unexpected information. You have a lot of people that need to tell you stuff. You have a lot of sort of things coming your direction in springtime. I think springtime is pretty dramatic for you as far as information is concerned because this is the collection of information. It is the veil being lowered. It is things being revealed. It is questions being answered as far as work goes. So that is kind of cool. That is kind of cool indeed. Now, until then, I don't think you have any big information dump. I mean, Thursday, something's coming. I mean, that's why you're asking, right? Specific day, Thursday. That's not an accident. You know, something's up. Page of Cups says you're not going to be exactly the best as far as, not disappointed, but not exactly in the best emotional state Thursday at work. That's okay. That's okay. Shake it off. Get going and keep moving. Get going and keep moving. That is okay. That's not going to be a problem at all. So I say that is where it's at. High Priestess donated twice on PayPal. Thank you so much for, oh, Jesus. Jay donated big time. Jay, thank you for your very generous donation. I appreciate that. All right, man, we got a ton of donations over PayPal we got to get to. Let's do FEM, and then let's jump into PayPal. Jump into PayPal, get a couple of those knocked out. Now, why did M take it so far? I don't know. What did they do? I don't know what they did, but I'm willing to guess. I'm willing to guess that it was a little too far. Take it so far. Fam, maybe it was a little too far. We got that. That's the good thing about doing tarot readings for 20,000 readings is you kind of get the idea when based upon the wording of the question, what's going on? Apparently they took it a little too far. Temperance, Hierophant. They didn't have to. They just didn't have to. And I think that's what you're asking. They didn't have to take it so far. And a little bit over dramatic, over the top. You know, some people are like, some people need to be over the top. They can't get it just normal. They need to just like put it out there, be dramatic about it, and hear in their mind, hear like a ta-da, right? Ta-da. And that's one of those. All right. Temperance. You thought it was going to be kind of balanced, didn't you? Julie, thank you for your donation. It wasn't balanced exactly. You have the Hierophant. It was a little bit too serious. It was a little bit too heavy. You don't need to have it that heavy when it comes out like that. You need to sort of calm down a little bit, chill out, take your calming tea if you need to, because you were kind of defensive at it. You were like, oh my, it's not something that I really wanted to deal with at that level. But yeah, why did they do it? They wanted to make that ta-da. They wanted that. They wanted the music in the background. They wanted it big. They wanted it to just be sort of in the face a little bit. So a little bit, right? That's what they wanted. That's how they wanted to present it. That's where they wanted to be. And I know that's kind of weird. That's kind of weird sometimes because you're like, yeah, what are the benefits of doing something? You know, what are the benefits there? And the reality is sometimes there's not really any benefits, but you just need that ta-da. And they wanted that drama. Not drama, but they wanted that heavy hit. Per se. Anyway, EJ had a question. EJ wanted to know, otherwise known as Aaron. There you go. Love prediction for the month of February. EJ, thank you for your PayPal donation. I greatly appreciate you. Let's go over here. Speaking of stuff. Oh man, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since we've used it. This is my as far as recent decks, this is my most disliked deck as far as the recent ones. Normally a deck unboxing and what have you, they don't really get any dislikes because PayPal kind of ruined the dislikes because you can't see it. You know what I mean? I can see it, but you can't see it. You can't see it, but I can. Now, the point of that is this is my most disliked deck for the recent ones right now. I don't know why, but people just don't like this damn deck. And you got 3. Okay, maybe that's why. I don't know. Love prediction reading for the month of February. Month of February is going to have some opportunities in it. Linda, thank you for your other donation. The month of February is going to have some opportunities within it. It's going to be very focused and clear as far as what you need to do in love. It's going to be right on target for love. It feels like that everything is sort of laid out in a step-by-step fashion, right? Sort of, speaking of tea, I may need some. Hang on. It's sort of laid out in a step-by-step fashion. Well, I don't have to think about it. I don't have to pursue a lot. I don't have to. All right, one of those days, I don't have to pursue anything. I don't have to concentrate, and the amount of effort is pretty negligible overall. The World card really kind of wraps everything up. And you do have kind of a happy determination or a happy connection with things that happen. Overall, I think you have things that happen that you enjoy, you like, and you're kind of excited about as far as love goes. So it's pretty easy, and it's, what do they say? In video games, they say on rails, to where you go step by step by step by step. You don't have to make any decisions. Everything's kind of laid out. Everything's set up for you, and you don't have to do a lot in order for this to do. Now, the options are a little more open, but I don't think a lot of the options work, and you realize that. This is something where once you see the options, it's immediately apparent which one you need to go for. So, love is going to be on rails, as they call it in video game, to where you're going step by step by step by step. Some good stuff, good opportunities. Overall, pretty content, pretty happy through kind of the second stage of it. But, you know, at the end of that, it looks pretty fun indeed. All right. Yeah. I mean, if you have kids, this is the deck to pick up. I mean, this is a cute deck. I like it. It's really super cute. It is one of those decks where you're like, yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. This is kind of fun. All right. Now, we have a couple. Heisen, thank you for your donation. We have a couple of donations over PayPal after this from somebody that was in chat. Somebody that was in chat. It wasn't Strength. It wasn't Wayne. Look at crypto donations. Well, crypto kind of crashed, man. Normally, I would say, sure, why not? But crypto kind of crashed. Anyway, let's see. We got LV. LV, I guess. LV wants to know. Oh, sorry. High Priestess wants to know. Let's see. I don't see High Priestess in there. Okay. High P wants to know 2 things. Anything with love? Love for 2022. All right, let's find out love for 2022. What kind of things can we get? Can we have? All of that other stuff. If it's cute, it's in Tio's collection. That is true. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm working on another tarot deck. I don't know what it's going to be, but we are going to make another freaking tarot deck and this channel. And it's going to be pretty exciting. Okay. The good news is Boo Boo, thank you for your donation. The good news is I'm working on another tarot deck. The better news is I'm going to have live streams where I actually make the tarot in front of you. So you're like, how did you make that tarot deck? Well, you're going to see because I'm going to do that, right? Anyway, Heisen, thank you for the other donation. All right. Love for 2022. 4 of Pentacles, King of Wands, Hermit. I got to say, January, February is pretty damn dry as far as love goes. It's kind of dried up. as far as love goes. There's not a lot new. There's not a lot here. Four of Pentacles. This is really a time for you to focus on yourself, focus on projects, focus on some other stuff, right? Focus on some other stuff, because there are some variables coming pretty quick. The King of Wands, you may not like it, it seems, but the King of Wands is there. A fire sign coming in. This is somebody, I'm telling you now, all right, we're actually changing this up. Not a fire sign, but a Gemini. Not a fire sign, but a Gemini. Somebody's in the love realm. Gemini, going to be happening March, April. You're going to be there. March, April. You're going to have something coming up with a Gemini. You're going to have to deal with it, right? You're going to have to deal with it. Aaron, thank you for your other donation. Oh, man. This is an unusual Gemini. This is, right? Fem, thank you for your other donation. The Hermit, right? This is one that you're seeing one side of them, but the other side is kind of peeking out occasionally, and you're trying to wonder how to deal with that. You're gonna have to deal with that. You're gonna have to deal with that a little bit. You're Gemini. Well, can you handle another Gemini? That's the question. Because I think you have a Gemini headed in. I do think you have a Gemini action headed in there. You know, some days I've dated a Virgo before, and I did not like that. I did not like that. I ended up marrying that Virgo, and that was a mistake. All right. Anything with okay, we got that. Should I continue with my channel? All right. Continue with channel. Say, woo, thank you for the other donation. Continue with channel. Let's see. I mean, you know, as a default, just keep going with your stuff. As a default, just keep going. King of Wands is super hot. Maybe like me, super hot. You know, Julie, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Now, your channel is an Ace of Swords. You need to connect and you need to communicate. High Priestess, you need to connect. You need to communicate. Bottom line, you need to communicate and connect. If you don't, you feel incomplete. So should you continue? Yes. Because if you don't, I think you're going to be disappointed. You have such talent. You have such information that needs to be shared with the world. Don't close yourself off. Don't do it, because you're going to feel terrible if you do not communicate with the outside world with your talents. Is what I'm saying. Something's huge here, right? Seven of Swords. You need to let this out. You need to let this information out. Ace of Swords, the connection is critical for you. Nine of Pentacles, it makes you feel amazing. People love your content. People want to see that. The Seven of Swords is this communication leaking out of you if you're not really out there and upfront with it. I'm just saying. You need to, there's something important waiting for you at the other end of this channel. I think the channel is bigger than you. You need to make communication. You need to connect with other people with this communication, because I think you have some talents that are just beginning to grow, just beginning to manifest, just beginning to become big. And I think it's bigger than you at the end of the day. All right. How to handle two insurrectionists at the office. They demand to work part-time. That's not in their contract. That is not in their contract. Linda, they need to straighten up. They need to straighten up right now. Is what they need to do. Not even in their contract. What are they doing? Let's find out. Let's use Andrew's favorite deck. Look at this. Rush. Yeah, I love me some Rush is what I'm saying. Neil's got the drums. All right. I love me some Rush. You know, Rush is a little bit intense for an art stream. Maybe. Today's Tom Sawyer, Mean Pride. I don't know. Subdivisions, maybe subdivisions. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe a drum solo. Okay. How to handle the two insurrectionists in the office. They demand to work part-time. You're like, ain't nobody got time for any of y'all, right? Nobody got time for y'all insurrectionists up in here. Queen of Wands. You need to be firm. You do need to be firm, and you need to break up this insurrection right now, because Star Trek Insurrection was a pretty good movie that didn't get enough appreciation, right? Didn't get enough appreciation. And if we have a Star Trek Insurrection at the office, I mean, it could be okay. The Queen of Wands says you need to get it, and you need to squash anything like that. You need to make sure that Star Trek Insurrection is not going to be rated as bad. Is not going to be rated as bad as it was. Three of Swords says cut it off at the knees. You just got to cut it off. You got to cut it off. Take command. Queen of Wands is CEO. The cutting action represented by the Three of Swords and the Emperor. They ain't in charge. They think they're in charge. They think they're smart, but they're not in charge now, are they? The Emperor, somebody needs to take command here. Somebody needs to take command of Star Trek Insurrection. And the King of Wands. Take the action that needs to be taken here. Because if they have a little bit too much fire up in their belly, if they have a little bit too much fire going on, you're going to have to get something done about it. This is all about take command. It's all about cutting the insurrection off while you can. Because if you don't cut off Star Trek Insurrection, it's going to get a bad review. Just like it did. I like that movie. YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. A's next action towards me. I think A's gone. I think you need to write A off. That's intuition. That's pure intuition. Pure intuition said you need to write that off. But I'm a servant to the cards. I'm a servant to the cards. The cards say you need to write them off. Look at this. Write A off. You got to move. It's time for somebody new. You need new blood. You need new blood up in there. You need your own Jojo. That's what I'm saying. You need your own Jojo. The hermit. Let them be. Let them be by themselves. They wanted to be themselves. They wanted to run their mouth. They wanted to take all that action. They wanted to introduce that drama. Let them be. The hermit, you can do your own thing. Hey, I don't care anymore. No, ain't nobody care. Hierophant, unreliability, the emotional upset, the drama. You won't need none of that. Keep to yourself. Cut it. Get isolated from this. You don't need it in your life. Your life is so much better than A. Your life is so much better than Jojo and N. Screw it all up. Get you somebody new. Get out there and get somebody new is what it's saying. All right. Let's see what else is going on. Starlight, Star Bright. Love forecast for the next couple of months tonight. We can do that. We can get you some love up in here. We got Jade. We got Aaron again up on the PayPal. Very generous donations, by the way. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Look at all this love you're showing this fat man on YouTube. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Appreciate all the love over here. Now, I am on keto, so hopefully I'll be less fat soon. I gained, can I tell y'all? I gained a little Christmas weight. I started baking, and I made too many desserts for Christmas, and I'm still working that off. We had a birthday up in here for Christina's daughter. I got my relatives' birthdays coming up. I got Christmas weight. I got Thanksgiving weight, and then we had Christina's birthday back, way back in November. I'm just saying, I put on a few pounds, and hopefully keto is going to eliminate some of this. All right, love forecast next couple of months. Six of Swords says you're on a journey. That is for sure. Two of Swords. This is something where the options available for January and the 1st of February are not going to be pretty clean. I would just say skip them. I'm saving you a lot of time. Skip them. Okay. January up to about February 16th, 17th. Skip any of that. That's going to be important. After that, you got one interesting one coming. Around like late March, early April, you got a little bit interesting item coming. This is something you want to pursue, you want to chase, but you don't want to chase too much. Star Bright. That's the key here. You don't want to chase this too much, because if you do, it's going to run away. It's like a scared little butterfly. A scared little butterfly. You got to be gentle. You got to approach it. It's like a butterfly in the Pokemon games. By the way, a new Pokemon game in a couple of days. I'm picking it up. If you didn't know it, trivia. If you want to know trivia about TO, I have every Pokemon game that's ever been made because I love Pokemon. I give that company a lot of my money. I love Pokemon. And this is kind of a Monster Hunter Pokemon. Everybody's freaking out like this Pokemon's going to be open world. No, the Pokemon's not open world. You got to go back to your camp. Okay, it's not open world. You got to go back to your camp, and you got to show the investigators what you discovered about the wild Pokemon. So it's not open world. It's not Breath of the Wild. Don't get excited. Okay, because you're going to be disappointed. You're going to come home. You're going to be like, this ain't open world. That fat man on YouTube was right. This ain't open world. It's Monster Hunter. I got to go do something and come back to these people. You know, you do meet some people out in the wild, though. You got the master trainer, the gym. You got the gym trainers or whatever. Anyway, all right. You skipped a couple of generational Pokemon. Started yellow. Client keeps skipping. You know, that's the way it is. That's the way it is. The graphics are terrible. You can make some pretty good graphics on the Switch, and the graphics in this new Pokemon kind of suck. They look like Zelda HD in the Wii. Anyway, all right. A general for Moon Honey. Let's get it done. Hanged Monster, Two of Pentacles, choices to be made that aren't exactly what they seem. That's what's important here, right? The Hanged Monster into the Two of Pentacles. Choices need to be made, but they are not what they seem. Moon Honey, you need to use not only your intuition, but your logic, your reasoning, and do a little more research into the choices that are coming up soon. Because it's not as simple as it looks. It's not as straightforward as it seems. There are some kind of things there that are distracting you from the big picture. You need to move out of the weeds and see the bigger picture and the upcoming decisions that need to be made. There's a Page of Wands says if you make the wrong decision, you're going to be chasing something that's kind of a waste of time. The Page of Wands, I have some messages about some actions. The actions are not exactly the timeline, the incentive that I kind of wanted on that stuff. And then Temperance. Now things are unbalanced. I have to rewind. I have to fix a lot of stuff. So that's the bottom line. The choices that are being dangled in front of you and not exactly the ones that are just going to be the simplest. Because a lot of times things look simple, but they definitely aren't. And you're going to have to deal with that, Moon Honey, in your own way. So definitely chase that as you need to. So when I meet the love of my life, anything you can tell them about, what if it's me? What if it's me? No. Let's see. Why can't I scroll up? Sarah, when will I meet the love of my life? And tell me something about them. Tell me something. KD, welcome to stream. KD, it's been a minute. How have you been over there? Anna, thank you for your donation over PayPal. I greatly appreciate you. I got you in the queue, Anna. Got you in the queue. When will I meet this love? Oh, a Ten of Pentacles. That's so sweet. That is so sweet. Meeting them. This is the love of your life indeed. You end up moving in with them. You don't end up marrying them. You end up moving in with them, though. Emperor, ooh, somebody of stature, somebody that does sort of make it in the real world, somebody that has some resources. It's a nice, look at this. Look at this beautiful reading for you, Sarah. Look at the Hierophant up in here, too. This is somebody we get serious about, but we don't marry. We just don't marry them. Something's going on. Like they have a behavior that is just not marriage potential, or they have something that's not marriage potential, but you do end up living with them. And I think you're like, I need to take this slow, because you see a red flag as it goes, right? This is going to be a Leo. I don't know if you're excited about Leos, but whatever. It is going to be a little bit of a Leo. Get that done. Get that embraced. Get that sort of in the queue. Two of Cups, it's a nice first meet. You really have a nice first meeting with this. Now, this is going to be somebody who's pretty serious. I think it's going to be like late this year. I'm talking like end of the year. as far as this goes. So it's going to be later this year. It's going to be something before that you're not really excited about, but that's the way it goes. Anyway, all right, thing I'm going to tell them is somebody of stature. They have resources. They have plenty of resources. They don't flaunt them, but they do have them. And that is important indeed. So yeah, it is a Leo. They have resources. It is somebody, that has a great first meeting. Beautiful first meeting. It's like really good. But yeah, you gotta calm down. You gotta calm down with it because there's some other stuff going on. YouTube is moving in with Jojo. You're pissed off. Jojo may not be the one for N. N is very finicky about relationships. N will sleep with anybody, but no offense to Nelson. Nelson will sleep with anybody, but relationships, Nelson's kind of shy sometimes, but that's the way it goes. Death, no. Six of Swords, no. No, they're not moving in. N is going to hit it and quit it. Okay, Jojo's going to be out the door moderately soon. The death card. It's literally sort of the death card. Just like, no, I don't want to deal with that. Just not something I want to deal with. At the end of the day, it's not something I'm excited about. But no, you're going to hit it and quit it. Because N sleep with anybody. No offense to Nelson. Nelson's sleeping with anybody these days. Nelson's going through girls like a Twix candy bar, Anyway, Jade is finally up. Jade is finally up. If I purchase it, will I be able to resell it? Oh my, Jade. Let's find out. If I buy, can I resell? If I buy it, can I resell it later? That is important. Now, entertainment purposes only. Don't buy something. Don't go buying something based upon a fat man reading cards on the internet. But if you do, I would say the No. Jade, we need a good one for you. We need this one. We need this one for you, Jade. This is going to be good. It's going to be good. Is there a Discord for the community? Wayne? Not really, man. I got a full-time job. I'm making a tarot deck. I make about 20 videos a month. No. I make about 30 videos a month. I got Patreon videos I got to make. I got Patreon live streams I got to do. And I got a girlfriend. And you combine all of those together, and I ain't got no time for Discord. I wish I did. But I don't have no time for no Discord. But, anyway. All right. Okay, let's find out. Can I resell it if I buy it? Death? No. Seven? No. Hermit? No. Knight? No. I think you're stuck with it. I think you're stuck with it, Jade. If you put that money down, you better really enjoy it. You better like it. That Hermit card said it's just for you, Jade. It is just for you. You're going to be enjoying that object by yourself. And that's one of those. Death card, that turning that around is going to be more difficult than you had anticipated with that. It's almost like we put too much energy. It's almost like it's hot. It's super hot at first, and then not so much. And it's like after the heat sort of dissipates, and you're just like, something's going on. No, it's not something that's hot anymore. The seven, everything, all these other shiny objects are out there, and everybody's excited about those. And here, Jade, here's your customer. Here's your customer for the resale. They're looking at this shiny object. Oh my God. This shiny object, this shiny object, this shiny. There's so many shiny objects. Oh my God. So many. And mine's over here, and ain't nobody looking at it. So that, yes or no question, you're kind of stuck with it. You're a little bit stuck with it. That's the way it goes. Julie, how is the tension between M and Charles right now? The tension, you can cut it with a butter knife. Does anybody use butter knives anymore? I don't know. On keto, I get unlimited butter. So I put a lot of butter in my eggs. I'm not going to lie to y'all. The amount of butter I put in my eggs, like made even Christina go, Jesus. Okay. The amount of butter that I put in those eggs was actually so much that it got like it got an emotional reaction. I put butter in my eggs. All right. How's the tension between Em and Charles right now? I don't think it's really there. Most of the tension that you're seeing is kind of subjective. I'll be honest with you. Most of the tension that you're seeing is kind of subjective. But yeah, the one, right? There's some things out there that need discussing. There's some things out there that are getting out there and all of that. There's some things out there that Wayne, don't start a Discord with my name on it. All right, I do already have a Discord, but I don't use it. So don't start anything with my name. If you start a Discord, make it your name. Anyway, how's the tension between Em and Charles now? I think most of the tension has dissipated. You have a 10 of cups, happy home, happy family. The 8. Did we get to discuss what we needed to discuss? No, not really. I don't think we did. I don't think it is out there where we did discuss things. There are some things that still need to be discussed, but we're just holding them in. We're just squelching. We're just squelching that right now. We're not putting it out there because the tension was a little too much. The 6, we need things to be balanced, even if we have to fake it. Because a lot of times you do have to fake things being balanced. You do have to fake things being non-tense, or, you know what I'm saying? Things aren't resolved, but we kind of fake it. Does that make any sense? So I don't think there's any tension. I think that we squelched the things that were causing the tension. We came to an agreement. We have a happy home, happy family. And, bottom line is that's the way it is. When will Jeffy's hamstring heal so we can play some pickleball? I remember you mentioning pickleball before. And I looked it up, and it looked pretty fun. I'm not going to lie. Pickleball looked pretty fun. So, I haven't played it, but it looks like something that I would play. I would end up playing it if I had to. If I'm like just relaxed one day and there's some people doing some pickleball, I'd be like, I'll play that. Unless I get a hamstring injury, apparently. And then I would not play pickleball. But Jeff's hamstring, we're going to heal that up. Emperor, he's taking action he needs to. He's taking the action that he needs to. He's going to be ready soon. He's ready to be ready soon. I think you're looking at a month and a half to 2 months. And I think the hamstring's going to be rock solid, right? The Emperor, he's taking it easy. He knows. Jeff knows. Jeff understands that the hamstring's important. We need to get the hamstring fixed. The Emperor says, I'm taking the actions that I need to get that done. I'm not ignoring it and going out there and doing jumping jacks or something like that. Ain't nobody got time for that when you got a hamstring injury. I'm taking the action that I need to that. Now, Ace of Swords. The doctor was very specific. It was very specific about what we need to do. You have this as being important. You have that is going to be important. All right. King of Wands, they're going to be out there making themselves available for some more pickleball. They're going to be out there in that field, getting the pickleball, knocking it around, having fun with it. It's going to be not going to be a problem again. In a month and a half to 2 months, they're going to be just fine. No, it's going to be like the hamstring never happened. It never happened in your entire life. Aaron has another question. Aaron wants to know. Aaron wants to know something. What do they want to know? What do they want to know? Let's find out. Anna, we are on PayPal. You are next after Aaron. Thank you for your service. You're doing a good night. Oh, thank you, Aaron. Aaron just added just a donation. Aaron, you're so sweet. Aaron, thank you so much. Okay. Look at this. Anna, you are now. Okay. How does D feel the Aries? How does Aries? Oh my. How does Aries feel towards me? Let's find out. A little Pisces love. Look at the Pisces love out there. Look at that Pisces love out there. The Pisces, and the Aries. That's a strong combo right there. That the Pisces and the Aries is a pretty good combo. It's a pretty strong combo, I got to say. From just okay, Linda Goodman's Love Signs. If you don't have Linda Goodman's Love Signs book, you're missing out. I mean, legitimately, it was released back, I think, like back in the 80s or something. Linda Goodman's Sun Signs was released back in the 80s. And then you have the Love Signs book. And it talks about how we combine signs and what signs are good and what signs are kind of, and it just nails it. It nails it. All right, you got to go read it. You got to go read it. Aries Pisces is a bit of a mix, okay? Bit of a mix. You love your fire. Well, I got plenty of fire up in the channel. Anna, I got plenty of fire up in the channel, okay? There's no shortage of fire up in here either. All right, let's find out. Melissa, welcome to the stream. Okay, how do they feel? 7 of Cups. It's almost like they found the one. I like that. I like that. That's nice. And the Emperor, too. 7 of Cups is an interesting card. A lot of readings do say that this is something where you have some options or you have some availability of love or some things happen with all of that, right? Some things happen with all of that. But it's almost like that they found you and you're the one. Or you're the one that they really have been focused on. You're the one that they're really kind of thinking about. And you're the one that they're kind of excited about, quite frankly. 7 of Cups being reversed. I found what I need. I found what I want. And that is great. King of Cups. Now, the Aries is a little bit of an ego. There's a little bit of ego on this Aries. Okay? The Aries is a little bit of an ego. The King of Cups. And I'm kind of concerned about my image. They are a very image person, okay? Very image person. Everybody's freaking out about the last deck. It is the White Fly Tarot. That is the deck that we just had. So they need to be careful about their image, and they need to be cool. They need to be cool. They need to be collective. They don't want to be over the top because they are the Emperor. And you want an Aries? You got it. The Emperor. They want to be in charge. They don't want to think that they're out of charge. That doesn't even sound right. They don't want to make you think that you're in charge. A little bit of an ego hit on that, but they are very image focused. So if you're aware of that, they found you and you're the one. I like that. You are the one. That's good news. Heisen, speaking of good news, next love interest, anything with the physical appearance. Heisen want to know. And then Heisen wants a little general business. Let's see how that is. You still have your Linda Goodman's book from the 80s. Me too. I mean, the Linda Goodman book, that was so good. It was so good because it was so accurate, right? Because you ended up like with friends that are, that like Virgo and Pisces, right? It's supposed to be like the ideal connection. And sure enough, I had me a Pisces, and that was a nice ass relationship. That was a beautiful relationship. She had a lot of drama, but she didn't have as much of that drama, but it would have been great other than that. Sometimes it's a little too much drama. You gotta go. You gotta give it up. Next love interest, physical appearance. This is something that is unexpected and just hits you all of a sudden, right? It hits you all of a sudden. And that's okay. That's okay. But just be aware that you're just going to be taken off guard by this individual. You meet them through a friend. Okay, you meet them through a friend. It's going to be important because it's just like, whoa, who is that? All right, I'm just saying now, a brunette, okay, overdressed. It's like they need to be stylish, but they're not doing it properly. They're not doing it properly. Okay, that's an interesting thing. They need to be stylish, but they're just not doing it properly. The biggest hint is their shoes. The biggest hint, their shoes. You look at the shoes, and you know if they know what they're doing when they're dressing up, right? Because you look at people's shoes, and you know if they know what they're doing when they're dressing up. And this person has no idea. But they're really interesting. Brunette, a little bit on the dressed up, but not so much. They're, it feels like that they don't have a lot of social skills. They're limited on the social skills. They're good at first, and then it kind of wanes a little bit, and then it's like, oh, yeah, not so much. Knight of Pentacles, this is more of a homey person. Somebody stays at home, they don't get out much, and so the social skills is not exactly where they need to be. And they enjoy video games sometimes. Sometimes they get overdressed. Now, that's the thing about being dressed and overdressed and whatnot. What's important with being dressed up is make sure you cover your shoes, because if you wear whatever shoes are in the closet and you end up buying this nice outfit, people can immediately, especially women, can immediately tell you're faking it and you don't know what the hell you're doing. So shoes are everything. Linda knows. When the first thing I do when I go and buy a suit is I make damn sure my shoes are on point, because you don't want to wear brown shoes with like a certain suit. You don't want to wear black shoes with a certain suit. You know what I'm saying? And when you wear it, you don't want it to be too shiny based upon the suit. You got to know what you're doing. That's why you go to Men's Warehouse and you find somebody who knows what the hell they're doing. I'm not saying people at Men's Warehouse know what they're doing, but you got that one or two employees in there that know what they're doing, and you want those. And you drive extra if you need to, and you get that guy. Just speaking of Men's Warehouse, let me get some business. General business overview. 10 of Swords, keep doing what you're doing as far as business is concerned. I think you're going to be tempted to just cut bait on something, and cutting bait on it is not what you need to do. It's not what you need to do, okay? Maybe it's something like the Tasty Tarot, where it looked great. It seemed like a great idea. You don't want to cut bait on it. I mean, you have all of these, you have all of this stuff you've been doing. Keep going, keep moving. I think that's going to be important. The World, there are too many objectives. There are too many things available. Make sure you focus on what's good, triage it. Make sure you focus on what's important rather than wasting a lot of time. That's going to be very important as well. The Chariot is, bottom line, keep going with the business. Don't stop. And that's kind of the big important thing, because as you're moving through, opportunities will open up. And if you had cut bait on some of that stuff, they would not. So definitely keep it moving, keep it going. I think that is going to be, good. All right. By the way, if you're watching later and you're like, what is that deck? It was the Universal Celtic or Celtic Tarot. It depends on how you want to pronounce it. I've seen it both ways. Defense or offense? Well, sounds like a football question, but that's still a throwdown.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
Tarot throwdown. If you don't know what a tarot throwdown is, where have you been all my life? You're clearly not my soulmate if you don't know what a tarot throwdown is. Okay? Defense is up here. Offense is down here. Okay? We need to throw down. We're done playing tonight. I'm not playing anymore. We are done playing tonight. What the hell is going on with that? We had that exact combination the other day. This is really weird. Okay. Defense, offense. I don't know what the goal is. But if you want control of the situation, offense. If you want control, offense. Okay? If you don't care about control, defense. Defense is going to get you the most resources. It's going to get you the most money. It's going to get you the happy ending that you want. No pun intended. It's going to get you the emotional thing that you kind of need. Defense is good because you're going to outsmart the offense. Defense is good. You're leaning that direction, Film, because you know you can outsmart them. That's the important part here. I can outsmart the offense, and it's going to be emotionally satisfying for you. If you want the most control, if you want the most command, if you want the most results, offense. Because offense puts you in control. Offense gives you some opportunities, some things that you didn't have in defense. Because sitting there in defense, you're not able to maneuver like you can in offense. You're not able to put forth some of the stuff that you have. Okay? Overall offense. But defense looks good if you want to just show off a little bit. Show off a little bit. Sometimes, family, you want to do that. We're ending soon. KD, it's the last reading tonight. KD is the last reading tonight. I need tangible guidance. Well, why did you come to me? On a project I'm working on, please. Well, thank you for saying please. It took me months to figure out what I really wanted to do. And this is something that's important. I need guidance on the project. It took me months to figure out what I want. I started, this is important. This is a project. What is going on? What the hell's happening over here? Boo-boo, we're going to get that reading right now with the thought. We're going to get the writing with the thought. We're done playing. This is it. We're done playing. We're done playing. It's no more playing. We need tangible guidance. The first card, right there. Second card, right there. Third one, and the final one, right there. Right there. Now, tangible guidance you will get. You took months to figure out this damn thing, okay? This is a well-organized project. The months worked out well. It worked out okay. It's okay. It worked out right. You did it. You got it started successfully. Not going to be a problem. Okay? Not going to be a problem. Now, not everybody's going to agree with this. Not everybody's on the same page as you. I think you need to shut off all of the other people's, blah, 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 people being like, hey, boo-boo, blah, 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 blah. Ignore that, because you need to focus on what's important, and that is your results. Your results are key. People are going to be a little bit defensive about it. That's going to be okay. F them. Now, it's too damn big. What you started has too much going on. You need to drill down into the details. Boo-boo, the project is fine. Your thing is fine. Your overview is fine. You need to dig into the details, because if you don't, you're going to be in the details, and all of a sudden you're lost in the weeds, which literally this card is lost in the weeds. You need to focus on the details. Break it into steps. Step 1, this and this. Step 2, this and this. You have your high level, you have your second level where it's broken down, you have your third level where it's broken down into little bitty parts. And if you do that, you're going to be so much more successful than if you stay up here and you try to go, because it's going to get confusing. And you don't want that. The biggest thing is to get going immediately and don't stop. Okay? Get going immediately, don't stop. And it's going to be successful. I like it. That's a good read. Boo-boo, that's a solid read for you is what that was. That was just solid, okay? That was absolutely solid. Woo-woo understands what solidity looks like. Why are we falling out of love? Is it health? Do I stink? Do I have an odor to me? What's going on? What's going on? Why do people have to fall out of love? Why can't you stay in love with me, you people? Why? Woo-woo, you need to find out. You need to find this stuff out, because if they fall out of love, they're not going to play pickleball with you anymore. And why? We're using the Poe. We're using the Poe tonight. Lost our way. We lost the direction. We're out at sea. We've lost where we were going. We've lost the direction where we were going. We're wandering around at this point with no particular goal in mind, no end goal, no end point in mind. We have lost the direction, and we're sort of swirling around. We're lost at sea at this point. And there's an emotional distance between both of us now. The emotional distance is sort of hurting us. It's not something we're still thrilled about. We're still excited about. The distance is something that's just there. We're not as tight. We're not as good anymore. And the Knight of Wands, it seems that we took too much too fast, and now things have just sort of been a little bit laid out. A little bit laid out. That's not good. A little bit laid out. That's not as good as it should be. That's why. That's why BF is falling out of love. Love reading. Speaking of love, Julie, we need to get you some good fashion loving. We need to get you some backdoor. No, not like that. Not Julie, not like that. Entertainment purposes only. Not like that. Okay. Love reading for me too. All right, Julie, let's get you some beautiful love out there. Let's get you all the hugs, the snuggles, the embrace, the fascination, the excitement, all of the beautiful things that we need in love, right? That we need in love. All right, now, King of Swords. Something temporary turns non-temporary. This is a connection for you in 2022 that you're all excited about, that you were all thrilled about, but it looked temporary. You know those things, right? Well, you make a connection, Julie, and it looks like it's not something that's going to last very long. It looks like some kind of casual, a little high level, a little casual. I'm not like thrilled about it. Okay, I'm not like super thrilled about it. The King of Swords, something that's not going to be there, right? Seven of Wands, a couple of red flags. All of a sudden, you just really get into this one, Julie. You just really kind of excited with that. All of a sudden, it turns into a Nine of Coins. Red flags aside, man, that 90% of this is great. If we could just get the red flags hammered out, 90% of this is clean. It's great. It looks amazing. But the 10 of Wands, I'm carrying a load here. I'm carrying a little bit of load here on 2022. I think you have a powerful connection. It looks temporary, turns into something a little more long-term. Ultimately, it's midterm. It's going to be wrapping up by the end of the year. And I think that's important too, right? Wrapping up by the end of the year, I think this is concluded. But you do have a beautiful opportunity. Now, we are talking a little bit of a Virgo action. Virgo action, okay? Don't know if you're ready for that. I'm a Virgo. I'm telling you now, I don't know if you're ready for that. Tell the Virgo that Lexapro is a hell of a drug. Lexapro is a hell of a drug. Yeah, I'm just saying. Love reading. Well, in response to my message about Jojo, you typed in this big-ass message about Jojo. YouTube user, thank you for your other reading, but I'm going to have to get it tomorrow. Question below. Well, we're going to have to get it tomorrow, YouTube user. I'm sorry. Well, in response to my big-ass message about Jojo, no. In don't want nothing to do with... In's busy with Jojo. In don't want nothing to do with this drama. In's like... The good news is Jojo's on the way out eventually. Nine of Swords ends like, oh my God, I can't believe that YouTube user found out about this stuff. I'm embarrassed. I'm ashamed. And the devil, I know what I'm doing is wrong. I got YouTube user and I made them all excited, and then I drug them on, and then I disappointed them. And I don't want to deal with this right now. And if they do reply to your message, it ain't gonna be anything good. So no, they're not gonna hit that reply button. They don't want to. They're busy with Jojo. Okay. All right. Last reading of the night is KD, a general with my new favorite deck in the world. Can we do that? I think so. I do believe that we are going to do that, and we're going to have a damn good time with this because the Three of Cups. KD, friendships abound. You have a lot of good friendships coming up. You have a lot of tight connections coming up with friends. It feels like friends are just on your side. Friends have your back. You have a lot of good, tight, wonderful connection with friends coming up. Knight of Wands into the Four of Pentacles. All right. Somebody needs a loan of some money. You ain't getting it back. KD, you're welcome. KD, you're welcome. All of these good friends, connections, everything seems like it's like a lot of really fun stuff happening, a lot of interesting things going on with friends coming up. Somebody needs a loan. KD, you ain't seeing that money again. And you're going to be like, nah, this one's going to pay me back. This one's got my back. This one's going to pay me back. No, they ain't. That you ain't getting that back. Very KD, that's important because I mean, you may need that money. You may have needed that. And ain't nobody got time for money you ain't getting back, is what I'm saying. That Four of Pentacles, hang on to that money, girl. Nine of Wands. It's somebody that you're thinking, I'm gonna get that money back. I got confidence that screw that TO guy, but then you don't get it back. Anyway, and that's it. Thank you for being here. I appreciate everybody. YouTube user, your reading I will get tomorrow. Thank you everybody else for your donations, and appreciate y'all hanging out with me tonight. I will see you tomorrow.
Life goes up and it goes down. I know my mom taught me that. I figured why we fool around so little, and we keep track of time, being so serious. Idiots thinking it will matter, keep me company downtown before the clock runs out. Sun is shining but the rain is welcome too. Friends are nearby, don't need another view. Time is not on my mind, but then it's you. Oh,